Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. So today we're going to take another dive into the deep, dark world of TikTok surrounding the use of motorcycles, motorcycle fails, things like that. And we're going to be taking a look at perhaps, again, some of the worst riding I've seen in 2024. Last time we did this, a lot of you guys seem to appreciate it, so let's take another look. And by the way, we're only seeing this all from a single perspective, so my reaction to this kind of stuff might be slightly incorrect. If you think that the rider should have done something differently to what I'm describing today, drop it down in the comment section. Alright, well, I'm seeing the thumbnail here and I'm already... Oh, God, this is going to be insane. Alright, here we go. 182, 183, 184... You know, the thing is, a lot of us could probably watch that in horror, but the amount of times I've seen clips like this, it just doesn't surprise me anymore how stupid some people can be on a motorcycle. The crazy thing is about all this is that I did a short on TikTok on the ZX4RR when we did our review. It got taken down for harmful or dangerous acts. I'm sorry, this is much worse than that. Don't you think? And this hasn't been taken down from TikTok. I'll show you the video. There we go. It's this one, and I can't even click on it. How crazy is that, man? But yeah, it was literally the same. This is the ZX10R one that we did a short time before, but I can't believe it, man. TikTok, you seriously got to get your stuff together. This is not good. So it looks like this bike is an S1000RR or an M1000RR from BMW. They're very quick bikes, and if anything, this guy didn't even hit the top speed. Like, okay, this is satire, what I'm about to say, but if you're going to do this, why don't you just try and hit top speed? The top speed on the Speedo could probably hit about 190, 191, something like that, because I think... Actually, the real life top speed is about 186 mile an hour or so, because all bikes are restricted to that these days. So yeah, if you're going to do that, at least do it properly, you know? I'm joking. But yeah, this is mad. There's so many things that could go wrong in this clip. All the lane splitting. The speed is one thing, but when you're riding in between cars like that, there's simply no time to react. That's the problem. The reason why it's not so bad on track is because, one, everyone's going in the same direction, but two, you have loads of space. This guy isn't giving himself any kind of space whatsoever. And it's just... I don't like this, guys. I don't like this at all. I don't think this kind of stuff deserves to be shared and promoted, if you know what I mean. Let's take a look at the next one. Just turn off the music. Pulling up to the crash site where I lost my best friend that I got back into riding. Holy shit. That is pretty dark, isn't it? So the fact that you got someone back into riding after they stopped and this is where they crashed. Okay, maybe a hot take here, but that's why you shouldn't stop riding to begin with. If you keep up those skills, one of the biggest risk factors actually to riding a motorcycle, if you stop riding for, say, 1 or 2 years, then get back into it, you can make mistakes. You forget how quick motorcycles are. You forget how they handle a lot of the time. And yeah, this stuff can happen. Apparently it is in the statistics here in the UK that motorcyclists who have little experience or have had a break from riding motorcycles are some of the ones that are most at risk from crashing. But yeah, that is dark. Well, I feel sorry for this guy and I feel sorry for his mate, but look, at the end of the day, you didn't make him start riding again. You got them back into it, alright? You might have encouraged them or what have you, but you didn't force them into it. They did it themselves. So don't feel so bad about it. Yeah, it sucks that you lose a mate and you lose a riding buddy, but it's not your fault. Reckless driver gets instant karma by state police. Okay. Oh, brake check. Wow. They're trying to run him over. Okay, I just get the hell out of there now. You're way quicker than this guy. Get the hell out of there. Okay, yeah, absolute madness. I mean, first of all, it starts off with... I mean, this guy's lane splitting and he's switching lanes. That's one thing. This is why I don't encourage... Filtering is fine. Filtering is supposed to be when everything is stationary, when traffic isn't moving and you're moving in between the cars. When cars are moving, when traffic is moving and you try doing the same thing, well, that sometimes is referred to as lane splitting, but lane splitting and filtering can be used interchangeably. But the way how I like to kind of describe it is lane splitting is when you are filtering when traffic is moving. Filtering is when you are filtering when traffic is not moving. And the problem is that this stuff happens. If you do that, you know, like the previous clip that we saw earlier, that guy bombing it, lane splitting, 180 odd mile an hour. That's all it takes, just a slight little movement into where you're riding, into your direction of travel, and that's it, man. That's why I don't recommend lane splitting whatsoever, no matter what speed it is. There is a point at which you kind of think to yourself, well, okay, traffic is moving a little bit, but traffic further up isn't moving, so I'll keep on filtering. For me, that's not so bad. That's what I do, but you are running the risk a little bit of someone trying to... You know how it is, when traffic's gridlocked and you're filtering and there's a gap in one lane, there's a driver that tries to quickly scoot into that lane without looking in their mirrors. Things like that do happen a lot. So that's why I don't recommend lane splitting. Filtering, I think, is important and absolutely fine. You should absolutely do that. But doing this kind of stuff isn't that great. And then so a little bit later on, obviously, we get that happen. Now, the GoPro isn't making it look as close as it actually is. That is damn close. It makes it look further away than it is. Crazy, man. Insane. This is the worst bit for me. The brake check. Because he's got one of his hands off the levers. Madness. So I get that you'd be angry and what have you, and you might want to chase this guy down. Don't worry about it. Just leave it. You got no idea what the motivation is of this person. We've seen people kill or at least try to kill others from behavior like this. Road rage. It just drives people insane. I have no idea what it is. You just stay calm, curse yourself, something like that. Leave it. Move on. It is so much easier. Trust me. No, this person shouldn't be getting away with what they just did. But at the same time, it's not worth your life. You know what I mean? Alright, let's check out the next clip. Yeah, ouch. Oh. She looks so good as well, man. She's got the colours down right. What is that bike? Doesn't actually say. It looks like it might be a Ninja 400, Ninja 300, something like that. Oh, that's so cruel. All right, so tell me how many of you know why this happened. Well, watch it one last time, and I'll tell you what I think happened. All right. So you can see that her knee buckled there as the bike basically turned her around. So what happened there? Pretty much, she didn't have her foot out far enough. It was too close to the bike, really. And when you don't have your hands on the handlebars, you can't actually control the weight of the bike with your hands. You'd be surprised how much you can control the bike with just your hands. I mean, that is how I would have saved it, is having my hands on the handlebars. Yeah, I know she was doing this for TikTok or Instagram, what have you, to try and look cool, try and look good. But always take your helmet off after you've got off the bike. Yeah? When you know the bike is on its kickstand, or maybe even if you are going to do this, put the bike on its kickstand first, then take your helmet off. And that probably would have worked a lot better, right? I don't know, it's just me, but Yeah, that's it doesn't look like it's got any frame sliders either. No, it doesn't. Bloody hell. Well, yeah, hopefully she's learned her lesson. But as a small bike, I don't think it would have suffered that much damage anyway. And this ground here, yes, it's going to be hard, but it's not like gravelly, so it shouldn't. Hopefully, the bike shouldn't be too scratched. Let's check out the next clip. Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah. Why do you want to pull over there? I know this is a new rider thing. I mean, they've got this little L here. I imagine that means the same as it does over here in the UK. That's a learner rider. But, yeah, brake on, and the bike dives out from underneath. Yeah. This is why gravel is a silent killer in a way. Because, one, it's difficult to spot. Two, it doesn't matter how quick you're going over it. As soon as you start changing direction, trying to apply brake or something like that, even if it's soft, the wheel just lock up. You see, gravel in itself isn't an issue on its own. We have off-road bikes and things like that, and they're absolutely fine most of the time. The issue is the changing grip. So usually, of course, you'd be riding on tarmac, the tires absolutely love it, it's nice and grippy, but then you go from that and then suddenly to a surface that isn't grippy, you try applying the brakes or something like that, the wheel locks up and it just acts like ice, unfortunately. And yeah, this is what happens. A lot of people, they need to learn this the hard way because you won't understand what I'm talking about until it actually happens to you, unfortunately. Yeah, this sucks, man. But it wasn't a hard drop, luckily. I think the bike will be absolutely fine. The rider will be okay. I think for me, that one of the worst bits is that he tried putting his foot out. Watch this. So he tries putting his foot out here, his right foot. Oh, that is bad. If the bike is going, if the bike is dropping, don't try and pick it up, okay? If you're moving anyway. Because that's when your knee is simply just going to buckle underneath you. You can cause all sorts of injuries, man, by doing that. Your foot, your ankle, your knees, your hips even. Yeah, not a good idea. But looks like he's alright, luckily. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't bust his knee. I guess another Kawasaki. What is it with people dropping Kawasaki's? What was that? A Ninja 650? Yeah, kickstands on the other side, buddy. Yeah, it's either a Ninja 650 or a Ninja 400, something like that. But damn. Well, the bike looks okay, actually. It doesn't look too bad. You might have a few pieces of bent metal, but you'll be okay. Let's check out the next clip. Okay. Let's play this again, but with sound this time. Damn. Oh, God. Okay. Right. My wife always struggled with this, and she still does to some extent. It's not so bad these days, but yeah, certainly when she first started riding, she couldn't quite understand that as she came to a stop, she have to pull in the clutch. I mean, okay, you are thinking about quite a lot of stuff when you're on a motorcycle, don't get me wrong. You are thinking about a lot of things all at the same time. But the guy mentioned there that he couldn't find neutral. It's like, you don't have to find neutral when you're on the move. You can find neutral when you've stopped. Yeah? So, it doesn't matter what gear you're in. You could even be up in 6th, right? You pull in the clutch as you come to a stop, bang down the gears until you find neutral, then you can let the clutch out. Usually that's not how you do it. Instead, you would start going down gears as you're slowing down. So, say if you get below 5,000 RPM or so on a usual bike with, I don't know, 10,000 RPM rev limit or something, 11, 12,000 RPM rev limit. If it gets down below 5,000 RPM, start banging down gears. But you do it, so you bang down a gear, let the clutch out, so you can see what revs are at. And if you're still slowing down, bang down another gear, let the clutch out, see what the revs are like then. And that's how you can monitor whether or not the bike is going to stall out on you or not. But whatever you do, you come to a stop, try and leave the clutch in as late as possible because you want to try and get that engine braking to try and help you slow down. But it does get to a point where, depending on what gear you're in, if you're going less than, say, 5 or 10 mile an hour and you're not in first or second gear, the bike is going to stall on you. So pull in the clutch. So you could be in third gear, for example. You're starting to get below 10 mile an hour, below 5,000 RPM. Then you pull in the clutch as you're still holding the brake. Then bang down a couple of gears. That's how you can do it, at least when you're getting started, when you're learning how to ride the motorcycle. When you get a little bit more refined in your technique and you start understanding that what I've just explained is easier to do, monitoring your gears as you're on the move, as you're accelerating, as you're slowing down, it's pretty much the same process. When you're accelerating, you're going up the gears. When you're decelerating, you're going down the gears. Have the exact same process. Because you wouldn't be able to accelerate with the clutch pulled in, right? So you wouldn't be going up gears and leaving the clutch pulled in, would you, when you're going forward? Apply that same logic in reverse, or when you're slowing down. So when you're slowing down, pull in your clutch, bang down a gear, let the clutch out. Keep doing that until the bike gets to a comfortable place. If the traffic starts moving again, then all you need to do is just crank on the throttle and away you go again. But if you have to slow down, then you can get yourself down to second or even first gear, to be honest with you. If you're less than 10 mile an hour, then you're good to go. Whack it up into neutral. But yeah, it's very familiar, this video to me. Alright, well, there you have it, everybody. That is a little deep dive into the motorcycling world of TikTok. Not so bad today, actually. There were some dumb mistakes, some funny mistakes, some dark stuff. There's always dark stuff on TikTok, man. It always seems to come up there. And then I get my bloody videos taken down for just doing a little review of something. It's ridiculous. But yeah, let us know what you think down in the comment section below about the clips that you've seen today, and whether or not you think that they should have done something different, or if they should have done something different to what I've explained in today's video. Drop it down in the comment section below. But thank you ever so much for watching this one. As always, go ahead, leave that like, hit that subscribe button and that notification bar, and we will catch you all in the next video. Everyone, take care. Ride safe.